Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about array. Let me create a file at first. What is array? So array are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Let's say I want to store from 1 to 10. So I have to write every single time, right? X is equal to 1, then y is equal to 2, then z is equal to 3, right, and so on. So we don't have to actually initialize multiple variable. We can actually store them in a single variable, and that is called array. And how to define array? You have to declare the data type at first. To declare an array, you have to start with a data type and then array name, let's say number, and then you have to give the array size. So the size is, let's say, 1 to 10, so 10. Now you can actually initialize array value also within curly braces, and we just have to mention all the variable, all the value. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and in array index number will be start from 0. Index number start from 0. But let's say I want to know the array length. That time actually the length count will not be start from 0. Okay, length start from 1. Okay, we can actually initialize array at first. Let's say number, and I want to actually comment out it, and we can say the array size, let's say 5, and here we can actually define array like this, and then we can actually add array value through index number. So we know index will be start from 0, right? So the 0 index value, let's say 1, and I'm going to copy it 5 times. Index 2, 2 3 4 5. So here index number will be 1 2 3 and 4. Our array length is 5 because length will count from 1 to 5, but our index number is from 0 to 4, right? Why? Because index number is start from 0. Now let's say I want to copy it. I'll say here number 2, and let's say I'll say here number 2. If I say 0 index is equal to, let's say 21, what will happen here? It will actually change the 0 index value. Okay, and that is 1, and 1 to 21. So now 0 index value will be 21. So now if I see out it, if I say number to 0 index, I can actually show you the result. Here you can see it will be 21. Here you can see 21. But initially, if we think about this array, the index 0 should be 1, right? Now let's say I want to show the 1 index 1. Okay, so what will happen if I run it once again? Here you can see 2. So our 0 index value is changed, right? It was 1, but now currently 0 index value is 21. So let's say I want to show all the array value. So I can actually so I have to actually see out every single index, right? And that is, let's say, for loop. So I'll say here for. So I have to give here, I have to initialize a value, inside a variable, and the variable is I, and I have to start from 0. Why? Because my array index will start from 0, right? And here I'm going to say I smaller than the length 5, I plus plus to increment the value. Now here I have to say cout, mention the number, and then I. I'm going to use here \t. Now if I run the code, it will show me all the output, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's say I want to comment out all of this, and I want to remove this. Okay, the number, and I don't want to actually initialize the length. So now let's say I want to find out, I want to show all of them here. I don't know the array size here, right? So to know the size, of an array in C++, we have a method, and that is size of an array. So we just have to give the number 2, I mean the variable inside of this size of method. So now it will actually find out the array size, and it will check all time, I mean the condition. Okay, so if I run the code, here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let me just find out the length. I will say int length size of, I want to find the size of number 2. Here I will say length. Let's run it once again, and still giving the same output. Why? This is the typical way, but in C++ we have to say here, we have to divide it using once again size of, and then number to the index 0. Okay, so now if I run it, it will work. Here you can see 1 to 10. So this is the static array, and we have a multi-dimensional array also. So in our next video we will talk about multi-dimensional array, because when we will talk about multi-dimensional array, we have to talk about nested loop also. So we'll talk about nested loop and multi-dimensional array in next video. Okay, see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.